Hello everybody, it's ShadowSlayerX, and we got some new cards for Journey to Ungoro. So, I don't think I have any real order. I think I put the newest ones at the end, but all the ones in here are just the ones I've missed. So we're going to start with the 2-mana 2/2 Paladin Hydrologist Murloc. The battle cry, discover a secret. I think this is pretty interesting because Paladin secrets are widely unused. Besides, once upon a time, a mysterious challenger used to bring 5 secrets into play. But beyond that, secrets really aren't played out of arena, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming there'll be at least one new secret, if there hasn't been already. I don't think so, for Paladin. But yeah, so I think it's a good card. I mean, the stats are alright, nothing special. The fact that it's a Murloc is okay. I don't know if... do we have a 2/2 Murloc for 2? I don't think so. So at least they're coming up with new stat lines. Oh yeah, and it would work off the Grimscale Chum too, if you wanted to go that way. So a 2-mana 2/2 Murloc, that is the only one I believe. So I don't know if something can be said for that, but I think it's okay. It's not a bad card. You can also play it on turn 3, kind of like a Dark Peddler. So I think it's actually alright. Okay, close this one. Next up, we have the Tol'vir Stone Shaper. Now, Tol'vir are one of my favorite races in World of Warcraft. But this one's a little OP. Okay? 4 mana 3/5 Battlecry. If you played an elemental last turn, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. So, without it being said, one of the one of the new playstyles for elementals is if you played an elemental last turn. You're going to see that pop up on a lot of cards. But this one's really good. I mean, this is one of those cards that when pulled on its own is just whatever. It's a 3/5. But with that battle cry though, like Sen'jin Shieldmaster is destroyed. This is basically Sunwalker for 2 mana less. If Sunwalker was a 4 mana 4/5 Divine Shield Taunt, you know what I mean? But yeah. Like it really is Sunwalker. If not, maybe like better. If you can get it off. I don't know if we've seen a 3 mana elemental besides like the Ragers that are already in the set. I can't think of one. But that's a really good card. Alright, now, the Shaman Legendary is Kalimos. So I'll read what we got here. We've got a great surprise to share with you today. It's our very own card reveal for the Journey of Ungoro expansion. Say hello to the Primal Lord Kalimos, the Shaman Legendary minion for the set. Kalimos is a master of the building blocks of all life on Azeroth, or as they are more commonly referred to as the elements. Shamanic, I don't know, cultures have long sought to live in harmony with or assert dominion over these forces, and Kalimos is a prime example of these traits. Will you join Kalimos in a journey through the elemental invocations? By the way, you don't get to choose which one casts. Alright, so Kalimos looks kind of like Rag's head with a stone body with water, hands, and like air crackling around it. 8 mana 7/7 Elemental. Battlecry. If you played an elemental last turn, cast an elemental invocation. So these cast on their own. Like, so you play the Battlecry and boom, this is going to happen. Invocation of Air, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. I don't know if it's affected by spell damage. Earth. Fill your board with 1/1 elementals. Water. Restore 12 health to your hero. Or Fire. Deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. So that's pretty good. That's really all I got to say about it. Like, good, solid legendary, you know? And once again, you have to have elementals in your deck, so it's kind of crap on its own if you're not running elementals, or if you get it in an arena as your last pick, and it's like, it is the best choice, but you have no elementals, you know what I mean? So, it does have its downsides, but it is good. Like, it is really good. It's a step away from Discover, but whatever. I mean, I think it's a good card. Alright. The Shaman legendary quest is to summon 10 Murlocs. And your reward will be Megafin, a 5-mana 8/8 Murloc. Fill your hands with random Murlocs, such as this new Murloc, the 3-mana 3/2 Primal Fin Lookout. Battlecry: if you control another Murloc, discover a Murloc. So, I guess I could have left Murloc up. Shamans are going to be losing every Fin is Awesome, which really sucks for their playstyle. But they're going to have Call in the finishers. So, I mean, 2 of these, like Coin, and then this, that's 8 right there. If you played one, if you played the Tide Hunter, I mean, there's your quest right there. 2, 3, 4, if you have the coin. But otherwise, it's going to seem really hard to get that off. Or not hard, but you won't get it. Like, it's going to be weird. People are obviously going to do this, and it's going to be cool. This completely fills your hand. And the 5-mana, and with the cost of Murlocs, you should be able to play some out so you don't burn cards. And this card, it's been a long time coming. I mean, we didn't know the stat lines, but Discover a Murloc had to come out. The caveat is that you have to control another Murloc, so a Murloc has to be on board by the time you play this. So your Murloc has to survive. If you play this quest, your turn 2 Murloc, or you summon 2 Murlocs, has to survive to play this on curve. Otherwise, this card can be played whenever, and it's really good. I remember these guys from World of Warcraft. Like, the Murloc race has been devolved and evolved, literally. Yes, I went there. Throughout WoW. The Jinyu, I think, are like an evolution of Murloc or something, or an offshoot. And, yeah. I don't know. Good stuff. I'm very excited for all these kind of things. Okay. Oh, do I have Osric somewhere else? I feel like I do. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Osric! 9 mana, 5/5, Taunt, Elemental. Battlecry, gain 5 health for each elemental you played last turn. So, that doesn't count, like, ones that spawn tokens, like the one beside it here, like, the Stone Sentinel, the 7 mana 4/4. If you played an elemental last turn, summon 2/3 elementals with Taunt. It doesn't count those. You have to play them, not summon them, through effects. So that means Osric, like, say you play a 7 mana, say you play the Stone Sentinel, right? And you have, see on the far right there, the Firefly, say you play 2 of those, or you play 1 of those, and then you play the elemental it gives you, because the Battlecry adds an elemental to your hand. So you play Stone Sentinel, and Firefly, and the elemental, so that's 3 elementals you've played. Next turn you play Osric, so that's a 5/20. Pretty good, right? I mean, it's just as weak to Taunt and big removal, like Shadow or Death, all that kind of crap, right? Like, nothing is really immune to that. But people bring up, what's his name? I don't think I own him. He's 9 mana. Sogoth. Sogoth was unable to be targeted by spells and hero powers. Yet that, and the stat line still wasn't enough to have it become popular enough to be played in a lot of decks. It was played in some decks, or at least tested in some decks. So I don't know about Osric. I think it'll definitely go in. Maybe Shamans will try to play it. Maybe Priests to get that inner fire off. Not sure. I'm undecided on Osric. But I have mentioned a few of these other ones. So the Stone Sentinel, 7 mana 4/4. So flip on the 4 mana 7/7. And like I said, if you played an elemental last turn, summon 2/3 elementals with taunt. So basically, they put a body and a tag towards spirit. What's it called? Spirit something. Claws? No, not claws. Feral spirits. So they put a body to feral spirit and threw it into a battle cry. That's not bad. I mean, sometimes when you are looking to design some new stuff, I mean, it's really easy to put a body onto a spell and make it a battle cry. I've done it before on my custom cards. Like, I would look at 2 cards that I think would gel really well together, and some people would maybe deem too powerful, but so, and for making shaman cards is always tough because it's like, do you overload, do you not overload? Like, how much does overload get you? Like, if this was 6 mana, 5/5, same effect, overload 1, would it be played? See, I don't know. It is a epic, so it will cost a little bit if you don't get it in your first packs. Mage card, Flame Geyser. Deal 2 damage and add a 1/2 elemental to your hand. It's the same elemental that the Firefly gives you. 1 mana, 1/2. The Firefly basically gives you itself, but the card I think is called Flame Sprite. I'll click on this to see if it pops up. Or Flame Elemental. Look at the little cutie, right? Nothing crazy special. But like I said, it does put into effect if you played an elemental last turn. So, and having a 1 mana flexibility I think is pretty good, because how many times are you playing and just to react to what your opponent does, your mana is off by 1. That happens a lot. If you can toss in an elemental which sets up cards for your next turn, I think that's pretty good. So, who knows? Especially Flame Geyser, I mean, like, we have so many burn things. Like, we're losing Flaming Torch. Flame Geyser's no way Flaming Torch. But they don't want to make another Flaming Torch because it was too good, right? To become Roaring Torches. Too good. So, those are those 4. Now we're off to the Bahamas. So this was the Bahamas live reveal. There's some really good ones in here. For instance, we have the Volcanosaur. 7 mana 5/6, Battlecry, adapt, then adapt. I think this is going to be really good in Arena. The double adapt is going to be super handy. Because what if you give this something like Poisonous and extra health? Maybe that's not the best one. What if you gave it Divine Shield extra health? That's way better. Or Taunt Divine Shield. 7 mana 5/6. That's the right stat line, right? A 7 mana 5/6 Taunt Divine Shield. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think it'll be played in Constructed, but, well, unless Beasts become a thing, because this is a kind of cool beast. It double adapts, so. In Wild, this could quadruple adapt. I think Wild's going to be really interesting. I haven't gone into my whole spiel about Wild, but yeah. Although the card beside it is very interesting. It's humongous. It's a gluttonous ooze. So that little acidic swamp ooze ditched its human skull or orc skull and picked up a Devilsaur skull, and it's eating dinosaurs alive. 3 mana 3/3 Battlecry. It's epic too, by the way. Destroy your opponent's weapon and gain armor equal to its attack. So I would gladly pay 1 extra mana for 1 more health for armor. This also puts, what, 5 armor destroying cards? Or armor destroying. Weapon destroying cards? Is that right? because you got 2 Gluttonous Ooze, 2 Acidic Swamp Ooze, and Harrison. And then there's a bunch of cards that reduce durability, but I'm not talking about those right now. Interesting. I think this is going to definitely be used in the meta. Very good card. I mean, it techs bad against, obviously, the decks that don't have weapons, but right now it's dominated by ones that do. I think 2 out of the 3 main ones do, so. Let's see. And that, I'm thinking Warrior, Shaman. Our first secret, Mana Bind. I've been calling this card forever. I thought it would be called Spell Steal. Whatever. 3 mana secret. When your opponent casts a spell, add a copy to your hand that costs 0. This card's going to be OP in Arena if played at the right time. I feel like I remember someone I think it was on Reddit. Someone said, turn 1 Cabal Lackey into Mana Bind. Copy your opponent's quest. That'd be interesting. I think that'd be interesting. Although, that might be played so much that then people just play the coin right away. Give you the coin. Just because, you know? And can you have 2 quests going on at once? I don't know. Probably not. If you finish one, can you start another? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's a cool card. I think it'll definitely be tested in ranked. Super fun in Arena if played at the right time, especially like when you expect a board clear to come or one of those Fireland portals. So then you get one for 0. So good! But then again, you can get a Paladin Secret or you can get the coin. Rogues will give you the counterfeit coin. Alright, moving on to a really good card. So, 5 mana Assassinate with 3/4 stat line into a combo. Yeah. Counterfeit coin looks real good, eh? Need to destroy something and still put something on the board? Here's the Vile Spine Slayer. One thing I've noticed about the theme for the rogues is they're getting a lot of plants. And I don't know if that's supposed to be because they're like whip-like and poisonous. Because their legendary still puts me like I'm so off-putted by that. But we'll look at it after. But I think this is a great card. I think it's really powerful. I don't know if they needed this. Probably did. I mean, like Warriors got so many ways to remove something like Shield Slam, Execute, all that crap. So, Crush at one point. Yeah, good. Love it. Alright, moving on to Living Mana. 5 mana epic. Transform your mana crystals into 2/2 minions and recover the mana when they die. So I'll just click on that. What do I think about this? Personally, I didn't think this was that good, but I was reading what some people thought about it, and they're really excited to play this on Curve, because you get this thing called the Mana Treant. 2 mana, 2/2 Death Rattle, gain an empty mana crystal. It's fine. Now it's an empty mana crystal, so when you sack all your stuff off, you don't get the mana back that turn that you lose these things. And they're prone to silence and transform effects. So be wary of that. So if you get Kazakhist, yeah. And obviously if you play this on turn 10, you're only going to get 7. So you play this on turn 10. If I were you, I don't see, does this transforms your mana crystals, not empty ones? I'm not sure. So play something, hero power, then boom, and then you only lose out on 1 mana because you get 7 back if they all die that turn. I'm not too spun by this, so someone's gonna have to tell me if it's good or not, or what they would use. I mean, obviously Savage Roar combos is OP because that would be 7 times 4 is 20. Okay, so this could be an OTK with Savage Roar on the next turn. I don't know. We'll see. Priest card. It's a Tolvir. 3 mana Mirage Collar. 2/3 stat line. Battlecry. Choose a friendly minion and summon a 1/1 copy of it. So this would work on death rattles, which would work towards the quest. That's all I can say about that. This kind of goes with the Murloc that it says if you control another Murloc. Will you have something when you quest turn 1? You have to play a turn 2 death rattle. Well, if you quest turn 1, turn 2 death rattles, or 2 1/1 death rattles, because we have that now, then this works fine. Then if, say you play 2 of the 1/1 death rattles, and you have 3 1/1 death rattles, you're getting 3 cards from the opponent's deck. That's pretty good. I mean, that's all card draw. But useless if there's nothing on the board. Or if you have nothing, like it's just a 1/1 if it's a blah monster, right? This does have late game properties if you play it on Malygos, Prophet Velen, most likely Velen. Because say you play Velen, and miraculously he survives the turn, you could Mirage Collar, Mind Blast. I think that wins. 1 Mirage Collar would be 20 damage, right? Doubles then doubles. Either way, there's some OTK stuff that could go on here. I like it. Probably will try it out. It's a rare, so most likely will get one, at least. So yeah. Next up, 2 mana Corrupting Mist for Warlock, rare. Corrupt every minion, your own, your enemies, all that, and destroy them at the start of your next turn. So, people have been saying this card is good and bad because it is like Doomsayer except for the new cards that your opponent plays. So, you've tagged 4 cards, let's say. A couple of them have Divine Shield and Taunt. Your opponent's kind of pissed. He sacks them into your Taunt and hits your face a few times. Then plays a big card. Your turn starts. All of their minions die, except for that new big guy. So that's up to you to decide if it's good or not. I think it'll have more application in Arena, especially if you're in top deck wars and you're falling a little bit behind. You play this, you get to kill a couple of them, so but then it's always got that downfall. It's like, well, I'll just go face because I'm going to lose everything, and I can play something new and it won't die. So there you go. That's all that can be said about Corrupting Mist. So, Paladin. Oh, shit. I need to pause this. How annoying. So, I end the recording to run downstairs because the door rings. It's a guy who's telling me Jesus is about to die soon. Or no, celebrating Jesus' death. I was like, okay, I know this. Thanks. Bye. Except I was nicer than that. Okay, where was I? 1 mana, Lost in the Jungle Paladin card. Summon 2 1/1 Silverhand Recruits. Do we know what the Paladin quest is? Because all this makes me think is that you summon so many 1/1 recruits and something happens. Because, like, why? Why else is this card printed? I mean, they have so many cards that bring 1 mana, like, where is it? Small time recruits. Draw 3 1-cost minions from your deck. And I think they have another card that draws minions. Like, it doesn't draw spells. Like, I think spells would work too. I don't know the properties of how this could be good. I'm gonna quickly just browse. I haven't really looked too much about this. Oh, I guess it does work with the new Shaman Legendary. The Paladin Legendary. The one that turns everything into Alley Cat for Paladin. That's true. Not too bad if Silverhand synergies everything again. Okay. Basically that's the gist. It is an Alley Cat for Paladins. And think of it that way. So, yeah. Awesome. Alright, a card I'm actually interested in, although I understand why people don't like it. Molten Blade, 1 mana, 1/1. Each turn this is in your hand, transform it into a new weapon. So it's the Shifting Xeris effect on weapons. It's a rare, so you can have 2 of them in your deck, and that's pretty cool. That's it. I mean, like, if you like the RNG, there you go. So I'll definitely try it, especially with the Discover card, the Explore Ungoro card that turns every card in your deck into Discover a card. I mean, you know you'll be putting this in. If you don't draw the Explore Ungoro cards, you might have a Molten Blade to enjoy your RNG with until that happens. So, and I think you'll be able to discover Molten Blades from the Explore Ungoro, so we're making priests way more RNG. Hunter Quest, the Marsh Queen. Quest play 7 1-cost minions. Reward Queen Carnassa. Alright, so Queen Carnassa, 5 mana 8/8 beast, battlecry, shuffle 15 of these raptors into your deck. So they are 1 mana creatures, 3/2 beasts, battlecry, draw a card. I like this a lot. I like all these dinosaurs. I think it's really cool. I love that there's all these beasts coming in. Some of them are a little weird, like, why does a warlock, a legendary, have to be a beast? Whatever. It's in there. It's too late. You can't change it. Is there a way that... Because, like, Blizzard is going away from the whole random beast. It'll be like, you get a beast, but now it only counts as your class and neutral, when it used to, like, Web Spinner would get you any kind of beast, I think, if I remember. So, like, it'd be cool, like, I guess it'd be useless, but it'd be cool that you can get, like, the warrior one, which you'll see later. Yes, it's a beast, and I love it. Anyway, do I think this is good? I do. I don't think it's going to be very hard to get the 1 mana cards off. You do have to play them, not summon them, so that's probably why the effect here is that they are summoned, or they are played, not summoned, because she could just summon, like, she could be like, she could be a stronger Onyxia if they wanted to, right? Just put 3 of these on one side and three of these on the other side, right? And that would be OP, but no. What I'm thinking here is you get the quest off, right? You play Queen Carnassa, whatever. And you've been holding on to those, not Tundra Rhinos. What are they called? Y'all know what I'm thinking. No, that was right, Tundra Rhinos. So you hold on to your Tundra Rhino. And these little suckers, 1 mana, so it's turn 10, you drop a Tundra Rhino, you got 5 mana. You just can keep playing these, because, like, the chances that you're going to draw another one are pretty good. So these little guys can become board clears. They'll even draw you, like, your deck out. Like, so, and you'll have 15 of them. So I don't think you have to worry. I think Tundra Rhino is a really good tech in for this kind of thing. Because these little suckers will keep going out. Or even if you have Tundra Rhino into Queen Carnassa, that is King Crush. A turn 10, 2-card King Crush. That's a crap ton of these in your deck. So I'm thinking Tundra Rhino will come back in force, and it might even need to be nerfed, maybe, or changed. I'm seeing this. I'm foreseeing this because I think this could be really good. Hunter will definitely come back, I think. Okay, the new priest epic 3 mana 3/3 because Shadow Fiend is unplayed. This one's actually really cool, as much as I love Shadow Fiend. The Curious Glimmerroot. Battlecry, look at 3 cards from your opponent. Well, no. Okay, hold on. Look at 3 cards, guess which one started in your opponent's deck, and if you choose correctly, you get a copy of it. So a lot of people have been saying that the RNG of this card will be something stupid as Angry Chicken, Wisp, Swipe. Something like that. Or Angry Chicken, Wisp, Archmage, Antonidas. That will happen. Or it'll be like Murloc Tiny Fin. I think it's rotating out. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like something small, something stupid, card that's actually in their deck. And you'll get that a lot. But you might have ones where it's like, for instance, because these cards will be rotating out, but how confusing it would be if you're playing against a control warrior and you see Sylvanas, Rag, and Sylvanas, Rag, Reno, or something. You know, like, what do you do? Or Shield Slam. Like, any of those could be in the deck. So, if you fail, nothing bad happens. You just have a 3-mana 3/3. Right? Extra Sylvanas would be great. Extra Rag would be great. Shield Slam, probably useless unless you're stealing a lot of your opponent's cards anyway. So, or you're teching in that new Ooze. Right? Oh. I like this card. I think it's going to be great. Epic Tag kind of sucks. Probably going to have to craft it. I mean, Epic Tag, I love epic cards. The only thing that sucks is having to craft them, right? Especially if you want to. Okay. 1 mana elemental, Glacial Shard. Battlecry, freeze an enemy. Very strong. It's going to be very strong in Arena. So this is the opposite to the Flame Elemental, which is 1 mana 1/2. Just another good little freeze card. I mean, Freezing Potion, 0 mana with no body. So this is Freezing Potion with a body. And the Elemental tag, which will help out for the expansion, right? I think it's a good card. I don't know if it'll be played in Ranked, but definitely really good in Arena. That's pretty much it. Tol'vir Warden. Very good card for its effect. 5 mana 3/5, draw 2 1-cost minions from your deck. Straight up quest. And this card's going to play really big into one of the new cards that just got revealed today, which is March 27th. Just keep that in mind. Good card. Good card. Because. Okay. Some rogue cards, including the quest. So we have the Caverns Below. Quest, play 4 minions with the same name, and your reward is the Crystal Core. A 5 mana legendary spell. For the rest of the game, your minions are 5/5. Okay, and to help along with that, we have the Mimic Pod. 3 mana, draw a card, and then add a copy of it to your hand. So this misses on a spell, misses on a weapon, but helps with the minions. So these together, obviously we're going to see some bounce effects be important. So the Ferryman is... Where are you, buddy? The Gadgets and Ferryman combo, return a friendly minion to your hand. Obviously we're going to have the Youthful Brewmaster, the Ancient Brewmaster, Shadow Steps. You can even Thistle Tea. I mean, there's a lot of ways currently how to bounce stuff back. Mimic Pod helps with that. If Blizzard decide to put Gang Up back, like there was an idea to put Gang Up where what cards are rotating out for Rogue? Oh no cards are rotating out to Rogue. But they were thinking about putting Gang Up because it's such a fun mechanic into the normal set. Anyway, what does this mean? For the rest of the game, your minions are 5/5. That's not an insane stat line. Like, it is a more steady Jade Golem-y effect, except for this tags onto all your cards. So, but I think it can be a little bit of a negative if you're playing. Like, you can't play it in certain decks. Like, you can't expect, like, what am I trying to say? So, here you go. This is an example. For whatever reason, you have Bog Creeper in your deck, right? When you play it, it's a 7 mana 5/5, right? That's how I read it. Because all your minions are 5/5, right? So you're obviously going to be playing this in a deck with lower statted things with cool effects. So, like, even Bomb Squad becomes good. Like, it becomes a 5-mana 5/5, right? Big Game Hunter becomes a 5-mana 5/5. Like, it negates the stat drops for cool effects for certain things. Like, Aya becomes a 5/5. Yeah, like, it becomes a little crazy. Like, your Gadgets and Ferrymans become 5/5s. Your Cut Purses become 5/5s. Your Jade Swarmers are 2-mana stealth 5/5, summon a Jade Golem. Assuming you're playing it after all this stuff, right? Your Huckster is a 5/5. I think it's going to be really cool. Like, your Swashbucklers are 1-mana 5/5s. Your Ringleaders is a 2-mana 5/5 that summons a 5/5. You know what I mean? Like, there's some really cool things that can happen. Like, Patient Assassins becomes a 2-mana stealth poisonous 5/5. Like, I don't think I have to make my point anymore, but then it's bad for cards like Van Cleef. Unless this effect affects your deck instead of the board state. So all your minions in your deck start at 5/5 and then this, but I don't think that's how it is. Like, I'm going to click discuss just to see what other people have said really quick. Or is there a little explanation here? Does the Rogue Crystal Core mechanic affect played and summoned minions, or Jade's affected? Yes, both played and summoned, also frogs and sheep. Pretty much everything gets turned into a 5/5. Does it make your minions 5/5 forever? Heal back up to 5 every time they take damage? No, only when you play the reward or the minion is summoned. Not every turn. You can buff them after. If Edwin's in your hand... Oh, there we go! If Edwin's in your hand when you play the Quest Road, he'll be a 5/5 plus 2/2 per card. If he's on the board, he'll be 5/5. Oh shit, that changes so much. Clarification, thank you, Blizz. Damn. Never mind. Oh shit. Oh, 3-mana Stealth Shaku, 5/5. Fuck yeah. A 3-mana 5/5 that combos Teal do damage. Shadow Sensei could be very interesting. Even everything becomes better pretty much, except for the ones that are statted above. Like Zeril becomes really good. Or statted the same. Kidnapper even becomes better. And then any of the neutral cool effects. 5/5 Weasel Tunnelers. 5/5 Doomsayers. Ah, man. Ooh, 5/5 Murlocs. Oh, damn! All your Murlocs would start 5/5 and then be buffed. And if you copied his effect, damn. This guy doesn't become bad. This guy becomes great. 4-mana 5/5, summon a 5/5, Death Rattle. Yep. I mean, yeah, I don't need to prove my point over and over and over again, but I'm just seeing the implications. Scaled Nightmare becomes a 10/5 on your turn. It's nuts. And that's bad for big cards, so. Very cool. Alright, the Crackling Razor Maw. 2-mana 3/2 beast, adapt a friendly beast. Now, if you're playing the quest, you can't play this on turn 2. Unless it can target itself, which I don't think it can. So this means that this is not a turn 2 play unless it's arena or you're not questing. If you're not questing, this can be really cool. Turn one of your alley cats into something crazy. Your Firebat, I think Firebat's staying in, right? 1-mana Hunter. Yeah, it's staying in. So You could make that a 5 attack, give it Divine Shield, extra health would be good. Poisonous. Oh, poisonous. Good lord. Take that, Dragon Priest. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. Probably not, but it feels like the design's not to be played on turn 2 to get it really cool, to get something really good off of it. Like, this would be something you play on turn 8, maybe, like, with Savannah Highmane, or on turn 7 on the Savannah Highmane you played last turn. You know, something good to get more benefit off of it. 'Cause, like, a Divine Shield, extra health, extra attack. Playing it on turn 2 is like you're setting yourself up for your opponent to figure a better way to take you down. Do people understand what I'm getting at with that? I don't know. All in all, they always print a 2/3/2 card for hunters, so here's this one. It's a beast. Cool. The Warrior Legendary King Mosh. 9 mana, 9/7 beast. It's a T-Rex. I love it. Battlecry, destroy all damaged minions. So the clear thing is you would play Whirlwind and then King Mosh. Board clear with a 9/7. Or whatever Death Rattles would pop back up or whatever. Sure. All in all, not a bad card. If you have a board already that is already damaged, that is weaker than your opponent's board, you can send them all in, die, King Mosh clears. So, I like it. I think it's great. So, yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I like it. I like that's a T-Rex, or a Devilsaur. I think the art feels like a little faded, like, or not HD. I don't know. Yeah, so. And our last card here, a new 1-drop Death Rattle for the hunters. Name may not be accurate. We need to wait for Blizzard confirmation. Token may be Raptor King. Cool. Alright, so we have a little small raptor here. 1 mana, 2/1 Death Rattle. Shuffle a 4/3 raptor into your deck. The raptor that is shuffled into your deck is a 1-drop. Tolvir Warden's looking really nice. Because you play a small raptor. Say you play 2 small raptors, right, towards your quest. So turn 1, quest. Turn 2, small raptor, small raptor. Turn 3, Alley Cat. Or no, Firebat into Adapt a Beast, right? Buff this as attacks and then something. The only problem is there are other 1-drops in your deck, so the Tolvir might draw something else, but imagine it draws 2 of these, and turn 5 you drop 2 1-mana 4/3s. It's pretty cool. One thing that my brain went to is, this is a Death Rattle, right? And can you just picture the priest stealing this card from your deck when they have the Death Rattle quest? So not only do they get a 1-drop that goes towards their Death Rattle quest, but they're getting an extra card in their deck that has great stats for its cost. It might dilute your draws a bit, but like, it's a great card. I like it a lot. For Hunter, I think it's great. Yep. I mean, can you even imagine, say you're not playing the quest. Turn 1, you drop a small raptor. You kill it off. Or no, okay, say you quest. Turn 1. 2 small raptors, turn 2. One of them dies. You draw the raptor, and then adapt it with the other guy. There's going to be some trolldens going on, man. I'm telling you. Alright, I need to end this video. It's been a long one. I had a lot of cards to cover, and chances are there's going to be a lot more coming out within the next few days. I am back to work, so that kind of slows things down again. I had a good steady few videos. I had a few days off, And by a few days, I meant like 6. It was great. I streamed a lot. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell me your ideas and thoughts about any of the cards. If you can think of something that I didn't, please put in the comments because I'd love to chat with you about it. Yeah, I'm excited. I think Un'Goro's gonna be really great. There's a lot more hits than misses, I think, on cards. And I think the arena's gonna be really spiced up. I'm playing a bad arena right now, but yeah, I might stream in an arena later tonight. That'll be fun. Okay, take it easy, everyone. Love you all. Bye.